Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's Business Spotlight. Today, my guest is Tiziano Motteran. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Tiziano.
That's perfect.
Fantastic. I must take up Italian one of these days. So, tell our audience here today, who are full of entrepreneurs and business owners, what do you do? How long have you been doing it?
Well, I've been in this role since 2002. It was my first job when I moved to Ireland. I'm a chief executive. In this period, I changed three roles. Since 2009, I'm a chief executive of the same company in the life insurance business.
Like the insurance business. Okay. I see assurance. I never really sure the difference between
No.
assurance and insurance.
Actually, you're right because assurance is on life. Insurance is on non-life.
Okay. Thank you for explaining the difference there. So it's mainly assurance. Am I right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you're in business, how long did you say? 13 years.
No, well, actually, in this company is 15.
Okay.
In As a chief executive, they are uh, almost 20, almost 25.
You must have started very young.
You are very good.
So tell me, obviously, your kind of business is like any other business, but it's not a straight line as you grow your business. So what has the journey been like so far? And what have you learned so much when you're in charge of
Yeah.
running a team?
Eh, I mean, the biggest lesson is that to create a big team, proud of wearing that jersey. That is the big lesson, and I have to say that today I'm really proud of my team. I have a team of very good professionals that are driving the company to success together with me. It has been a long journey, and so far we are quite happy on the position which we are.
Fantastic. So you're based in Dublin, I see. So you're building a big team. What would be the qualities you would look for when you're hiring your team?
Um, Generally, we are looking for ambitious people.
Mhm.
If we need, for example, the head of a department, we are not looking for the head of department of a peer company, but we are looking for somebody that is right below that position, offering them to a jump in career with us. So sometimes you have maybe not very senior people, but you have for sure very motivated and dynamic colleagues. And of course, you have to tolerate some mistakes. Everybody do mistake, but mistakes related to lack of seniority sometimes.
Mhm.
But on the other side, you have a very strong team.
And so tell me, obviously we had that horrible COVID period. Did you have to change the way you worked, or have you kind of morphed into a hybrid scenario, or are you all in office business?
I believe we have been one of the first company in Ireland to start working remotely. We were ready for an event of this nature. Actually, we thought that with global warming, we needed to be ready to a, 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 a really bad weather scenario.
Mhm.
But we used that plan for COVID. So we started working remotely. It has been a shock because we are a team of 30 professionals and we are used to interact and to have a joke to eat together. In our canteen, for example, we have a very big table and we can have a lunch together when we want.
It sounds very nice, very, very Italian.
Yes, for our company, food is core in the culture actually, and we were organizing to keep the culture of the company going. We're organizing bingo during evenings. We were sharing some of our time after work together
Lovely.
with table quiz, remotely table quiz, and I think we have been able to keep the people around the same company. We're in the same jersey, also remotely. And it has
Fantastic.
been, thanking God, it didn't last too long.
Yeah.
And as soon as possible, we started going back to the office. But now we are in an hybrid mode. At the moment, we have 2 days per week in the office, and 2 days a month, everybody in.
Oh, very good. So you got a nice mix there. So just coming back to the products and services that you sell, it's mainly assurance. So just for our listeners, can you give us a list of some of the services that you provide?
Well, we actually are marketing our product to Italy. We are a cross-border company.
Okay.
We are operating in Italy on a freedom to provide services. That means that in Italy, there is nobody that has the power to represent ourselves. Any decision is taken in Ireland, in our boardroom, and then from the boardroom down to the operational teams in the company. Our products are investment products, actually. They
Okay.
are unit link product, means that we are transferring the risk of investment to the customers. We are only providing some assurance component, which is in case of that, we are topping up the value of the funds with a percentage that it varies in relation to age. We start from 35% if you are a young person to 1% if that event was quite inevitable, actually, that, I mean.
Okay. And so do you deal in all over Europe or?
We have in the past we have been active in the Benelux area.
Yeah.
But at the moment we are active only in Italy.
Okay. And so the name of the company is BBPM Life.
Yes.
So just to make sure.
It stands for Banco BPM, which is the name of the third Italian banking group that
Okay.
since December is our sole shareholder.
Excellent. So tell me, Tiziano, what is the biggest learning that you have personally got since you took over running the business?
That you can't do by yourself. You need to share this burden with other people you trust. This is, and if you don't trust somebody, it's better if you be clear. It's better to be clear with that person. As I was saying before, the best lesson I learned is to create a strong team of a good professional. Of course, you can't be at 100% of the performance for all the time of your life. You need also to tolerate, to understand, to appreciate that sometimes that there is something maybe outside the work or also during your job that is affecting your performance. Of course, the tolerance has to be limited in time, but from time to time, you need to understand that there are some other reasons. Is quite common now to speak about work-life balance, and I think everybody should value properly one of the components. While we are talking about work, but there is also life, and sometimes life is influencing the quality of performance.
I think that's important.
It happened to me. It happened to my colleagues. It happened, and you have to tolerate.
Very, very important to get that balance, but also very important to have a good, strong culture that everybody knows what it is and is on the same page.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We are working in open plan environment, so everybody who wants to listen, they have access to all the events happening in the company. Rarely we have the doors of the offices are closed. We are closing only the door of the boardroom when there is a board.
Okay, fair enough. So tell me, let me ask you an unfair question. What advice would you give to an 18-year-old you starting out in the business world?
Well, do it with passion.
Passion, okay.
Passion and patience, and also have a very clear in mind where you want to go, accept that you can commit mistake, or be quite critic with yourself.
Okay.
Don't give you too many alibis, because alibis generally are for people that they don't have clear in mind, or they are simply looking for excuses. Don't Maybe you need excuses for your boss,
Mm,
but be very sincere with yourself.
yeah, excuses don't get you further, though. Excuses
No,
don't move you forward.
they can save yourself.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but
But
it's a temporary relief.
it's a temporary solution
Yeah,
with other people. Don't
yeah,
give excuses to yourself.
yeah. So if you were to go back to the time when you took over as CEO of this business, what would you do differently if you got another go at it?
I don't know, because I believe the person I'm today is the some of the mistakes I did, and some of the person I met,
Mhm.
and is also is I am the way I am because I did maybe those mistakes, or I did also something quite good. So I wouldn't change a lot. And also, at my age, you are also losing the memory. So I don't remember how it was 25 years ago.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does resonate with me, but I kind of get that. Yeah. So listen, tell me, what is the future looking like in your industry as a whole, would you say, looking for the next 5, 10 years?
Well, I think we have, as a company, we have a challenge in the sense that we are selling through bank branches. Our product are sold to bank branches. And if I look at myself, last time I went to a branch, I think it was 10 years ago, maybe
Yeah.
15. You are dealing online, you are dealing on the phone. Our bank is very good. They are quickly moving, adding some additional line of business, having the possibility to meet their customers. Then they become also our customer from time to time, online, with video calls, with Teams. I believe COVID has been a game changer, actually, because
Yes. Mm.
we all understood that we can do a chat using
Yeah.
the screen of a laptop, as we are doing today with you.
And
Um,
it's very focused, which I think works.
yes, exactly, and it works.
Mm.
You are
Mm.
saving time. You don't have time for
Correct.
commuting.
Yeah.
It's true that on the other side, we lost a little bit in human relationship. And is the reason why in our company we want everybody to be in at least twice a month. But there is a good balance, let's say. And the same is happening with our bank, that they are meeting a good number of clients over the web, let's say. In any
So,
case, that is that another threat for us, I believe, that could be for some part of our work would be artificial intelligence, even if at this point in time, artificial intelligence is still a good a good tool, but doesn't. I went to a seminar a couple of weeks ago, and somebody asked to the speaker,
presenter.
do you think that artificial intelligence is stealing our jobs? And no, but it's still the job of people not working with artificial intelligence.
Yeah. It just means that things are going to change a little bit,
It's a new
but you
tool.
got to
It's
move along with the technology.
a new tool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe in the change of business model for a company like ours could be, going back to the question, could be a significant concern.
So tell me one last thing for our audience. Who would you like to speak to? What sort of businesses would you like to be able to speak to, or would you like to contact you?
I've never thought about that in this way. Uh, I don't know, to be honest with you. I have to think about. I don't
Okay,
have
but yeah, are there any particular sectors you deal more with others? Is it just the banking sector, the financials, or do you
no,
want?
well, we are, I mean, once you enter into the insurance industry, and I started working in insurance in 1994,
Hmm,
when you enter into this market and you remain for a decent period of time, you are not going away because
yeah,
you have your own jargon, your own financial statements, your own balance sheet, your own rules. I mean, we are is even if it's a very big market, but it remains like a niche. You have
yeah, it's a niche in your market. Yeah, hmm,
in terms
absolutely,
of culture.
absolutely.
So no,
Fantastic. Well, listen, I could talk to you all day. There's been a lot of good stuff coming out here. So the best way for people to get in touch with you, I presume, is through your website, which is bbpmlife.com.
yeah.
So folks, have a look at that and look up Tiziano Motteran. His description is there on the website as well. Tiziano, thank you so much for participating today. Really appreciate your time, and I wish you every success in the future.
Thank you, Tom. Have a nice day.